Hey guys, welcome back. I'll wait. I hope you guys can hear me okay. Let me know if you can hear me. Hi, Amelia, Claire, Linda, Stacy, Sweetest 12. Hi guys. Good morning, Coral. Okay, good. You can hear me. So, so I am going to do live Q&A, but I also wanted to do a random reading for you guys first, if that's okay. Hi, Misguided Knowledge. We'll see how many more, people come in. Yeah, so I'm going to start with doing just like a random reading. So whatever comes out, as always. If we do, in fact, get any signs that come, will be signs, but it doesn't necessarily mean that, it has to do with that sign. It could just be, the energies that someone's under. It could be yourself, or it could be the other person. It just depends. So when I say random, it means because I read and tell more of a story than anything. So whatever comes out, and it's not in relation to any specific sign. So the situation, that comes out could, in fact, be something that you're going through right now. It could have been something that you just, went through in the recent past. You're not understanding what's going on. Whatever it is that comes out, I just read it. Okay. So I am going to start. I did want to show you guys this. Um, and there is a video uploading because I'm doing dailies. So there's a daily reading that's uploading right now that'll be on YouTube after I'm finished doing this. And it's called the Four Corners Daily Reading. I explained to you in the beginning of the reading what it means by the four corners, but I wanted to show you guys these new cards I got. They are by Bicycle, and they're called Dark Hearts. Someone got these for me. They're by Anne Stokes collection. I'll show you here. And the graphics on them are so cool. They literally, resemble, tarot cards. So we all know that, tarot derived from cartomancy. So I just wanted to show you guys these. They're freaking awesome. You got those too, Misguided Knowledge? Yeah, I just got them from someone and I love them. Okay, so let's do this random, and then anybody who wants questions answered with the super chat, I will answer those questions after I'm done doing the random, okay? So let me just get started here. Okay, so cards are just flipping out all over the place here. I will state that, there could be a Gemini energy that you're dealing with, and or you're the Gemini. Doesn't necessarily mean that you're dealing with that sign. It's showing me here that there is definitely some sort of soulmate connection. There's definitely movement here. There's a new beginning that's desired, but there could be something that is affecting you at this time that is causing a delay in a actual like physical move. Okay, so the desire could be there to physically move, whether you're moving to a new home, just physically move in general. But what it's showing me is that there could be a slight, I will say slight delay in that happening. Okay, so I will show you the Six of Hearts here. Joker in the upright, which can be the sign of Gemini. We have the Four of Clubs here, and then we have the Four of Hearts, Pardon, in the upside down. Okay, so this is where you get that delay in physical move here. Okay, and or there could be a delay in some sort of physical connection with somebody who could in fact be a soulmate, and they could also be a younger person. They could be younger than you. They could be a younger male. Okay, if you're a female Gemini, you know, you could be a male Gemini and be with the younger male person that you feel a soulmate connection with. But it's like there is some sort of communication that needs to happen. And there's just showing me here to be some sort of physical delay, regardless of what that may be, that's connecting with you. Okay, so that's what flipped out. So I always read those cards because they are, you know, they don't fall out for no reason. I don't believe in coincidences because I know there are none. The Six of Diamonds indicates there just could be some sort of lack of communication at this time. There could be communication that needs to happen. This also could indicate, you know, jealousy and possessiveness. You know, there could be somebody around who could be jealous and possessive of your relationship. There could be some lack of communication within your relationship, or there's somebody who could be keeping a watchful eye on you. It can be stalkerish, I will say. This also indicates, you know, you could be dealing with someone who wears glasses or you wear glasses, okay, to be a little bit more specific there. So let's try to get on with this without any more cards flipping out. But like I said before, you know, if they come out, I have to. So let's see if it will be calm enough for me to be able to just sort the cards now. No, it most certainly will not. The Seven of Clubs indicates increased activity, but this can also indicate somebody who's carefully evaluating a situation before taking action. So, you know, that lack of communication there could be due to the fact that either you or the opposite person from you is evaluating before actually taking that action in that communication with you. Or, you know, again, there just could be some sort of slight delay in some sort of communication that you could be waiting on. Okay. Lord, let's just do this without any more cards sticking out. Okay. All right, here we go. What's going on here? Sorry, guys, I can't read the comments right now as I'm reading. So speak amongst yourselves. Be nice, of course. Here. Going. Hi, Nicole. Okay, again, bottom of the deck, the Ace of Clubs in the upside down. I'm saying again because I just did a daily read that's uploading and that's it, so I spoiled it. But the Ace of Clubs in the upside down, again, can indicate, you know, wanting to make a physical move, okay, regardless of what that physical move may be, moving to a new home. It could be, you know, physically separating from someone, a divorce. It really doesn't matter. This can also be legal documents. These legal documents could be pertaining to something that you're waiting on in regards to a completion, okay? So that is at the bottom of the deck, so I am guided to read that one there. Okay, so let's see what is going on here. All right. Again, this is random. Whatever comes out, okay? So I do have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius here. I have air energy. I also have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy here. I have Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I have the sign of Gemini specifically again. So I have air, fire, and water. What it's showing me is there something in regards to some sort of truth, something there's worry and anxiety over some sort of truth, okay? That truth could be pertaining to Gemini, Libra, Aquarius who holds the truth, okay? This person holds some sort of truth. And there's Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy here now. I'm not seeing this as third parties, okay? I'm not seeing this as third party, but for some reason, there's something that some sort of truth is hidden in the shadows, okay? It's showing me here that there could be some healing that needs to take place, okay? And this could be regards to an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius who could have been cut out of someone's life, and or this Aries, Leo, Sagittarius could have in fact stabbed somebody in the back. There could be distance involved in regards to these two people, energies, whatever you want to refer to it as. But there's a need here for some sort of being truthful, being fair, and being honest about something. But there's worry and anxiety over the truth. Okay, so this is what I'm seeing here. It's like the lie or the deceit could appear to be stronger than the truth, okay? This could be causing someone worry and anxiety, okay? It could be due to the fact that you cut someone out of your life or they cut you out, but you don't know why. But there's also could be someone who got stabbed in the back. You know what the truth is because this person would be the person who stabbed you in the back, okay? And there's a need here to transition out of this energy, okay? It's like sorry for my silence, but it's necessary right now because it's somebody is living in fear. Somebody's living in it's like your time and your energy is being put into pain. It feels painful to me because the unfortunate events that have happened, it's like your negative emotions are still thriving on things that have happened in the past. So it's like these unfortunate events that could have taken place, okay, where you feel betrayed. It's like you have to heal from that internally. But it's like you need your truth to be heard in order for it to be reconciled, in order for it to be cleared. It's something that it's a wall of fear, okay? And the worry, there's the anxiety over the situation. The time and the energy is being placed in the wrong perception of it. It's like you know the truth internally to the situation, but your fear and your hurt and your pain of what took place is causing you to feel like you're living in some sort of illusion, because you're believing that this negative energy or whatever this negative circumstance or situation was has more power over the truth, and that's not factual. Okay, it's showing me here that there is a new beginning. Okay, but the new beginning is stuck in between layers of fear. It's like, here's the truth, you know what the truth is, then you have worry and anxiety over the truth. You're wanting this new beginning, but because of these past circumstances and situations where that worry and the anxiety is embedded, is causing you to not be able to speak clearly. Okay, so there's like a lot of time and energy that's being put into thinking about past negative circumstances and situations rather than focusing on what you know your internal truth is, because it's showing me here that there is healing, steady improvements, and there is in fact happy surprises. Okay, but it's showing me here that what needs to be cut out at this time is holding on to the pain of either being stabbed in the back in the past, and or being cut out of someone's life, and or just being betrayed. Okay, it's showing me here that someone feels at a great loss. Okay, and you know what the truth is, but you're focusing on the negative circumstances and situations that cannot be changed that have already taken place. So it's like you're stuck. It's like you're imbalanced. You know, you're allowing your fears of the past repeating itself, so to speak, repeating themselves, and or you're just holding on to this energy of things that have happened in the past and fear of the truth not ever being heard, accepted, and that it showed me here that that's your fear is casting a shadow over everything. Okay, let me clarify here. We do not have coincidences now, do we? No. Okay, what just fell out on top of that split energy I'm telling you about, with the truth, the worry, the anxiety, the new beginning, and then the Ten of Spades, is that Four of Spades energy here. Okay, and it says fallen from heaven on the card, but the Four of Spades indicates feeling fenced in and sick and tired of an unhealthy situation, feeling emotionally crippled, feeling like you're stuck. But it shows me here that there's some healing that needs to take place over that feeling of feeling stuck. But standing in your truth is where your power lies. But you're feeling powerless based off of the past. Action and change in your social standing. Needing to take the action, you know, in your social standing here. Now, the next card out we have, so you're feeling fenced and sick and tired of an unhealthy situation. There could have been action and change in your social standing, and or you're needing to take action and change in your social standing. The Three of Spades energy indicates lies, deceit, deception, third-party energies. Okay, so what falls out is the Queen of Clubs, meaning you know, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy, fell out on top of the King of Clubs I have lying here, with that cutting someone out of our life, separation causing a lot of pain, loneliness, and depression. So what it's showing me here is that there could have been some sort of deception around a fire sign, and or, you know, you deceived the fire sign, or you cut the fire sign out of your life, and you could have cut the fire sign out of your life because they deceived you, or they cut you out because you deceived them. But if you're questioning this type of energy, and it's like you know the truth, but you're allowing yourself to be stuck in a situation, it's showing me here that you're needing to take the action and change in order to change the social standing of this connection, especially if you're dealing with somebody who is negative, who is deceitful, you know, who's lying. You know, it's not showing me here that this is something that you don't know about, because it's like, even if you don't know about it to be like for certain, like someone told you, I feel like you know it to be true. Like the signs are all there. Yep. Two of Hearts in the upside down indicates a relationship. It indicates, you know, a connection. So, but it's in the upside down. So it's like you questioning this relationship and or questioning this person's energies and how you feel like they're being deceitful. And what it's showing me here is that the situation is showing me that it is. That's exactly what it is. But you're needing to take the action in order to change that connection and that social standing with this person, especially if you feel like you're being lied to, okay? We have Gemini Aquarius energy again. We have the Two of Diamonds, which indicates financial independence. And then we have a wish fulfillment here in the upside down. So, you know, there could, and this is showing me that, you know, there's a need here in order to be truthful and honest. And this could be, in fact, dealing with, you know, some sort of finances in relation to a situation involving children, and or this is indicating that, you know, you're wanting to move forward here, but there's a need here to be truthful, fair, and honest about the actions and the steps that you're needing to take in order to get to where your, you know, true desires are. It's just showing me here that there's a lot of worry and anxiety over the past repeating itself, regardless of where across the board you're looking at it from. Okay, so it's like if you're dealing with, you know, the relationship aspect of it, it's like your worry and anxiety over past circumstances and situations repeating itself is holding you back from getting to where it is that you truly desire to be now. You know, and if you're dealing with, you know, some sort of situation here where you feel like you're being lied to and deceived, it's like you're needing to be truthful and honest within yourself here and not allow the negative energy to hold you back, because it's like you feel as if you can't move. It's like, I can't get to where it is that I want to be under these energies, regardless of what it is. Using your common sense and your good judgment here, good luck and growth. So it's like using your common sense, using your good judgment, you know, stop doubting yourself, stop questioning yourself. It's like you know what it is that you need to do in order to get what it is that you want. But if you keep living in the energies of what happened in the past, you still continuously live there. So it's like using your common sense and your judgment. This is where your good luck and growth lies. The Four of Clubs, and then we have Eight of Clubs. So listen, we got using your common sense and good judgment. You know, building a solid foundation for yourself. Working, you know, something is in fact working out here for you, but you could need to actually verbally communicate with someone. You could in fact even feel stuck in a daily routine with this person, and this could be where you're feeling stuck. But it's showing me here that you have good luck and you have growth, you have a solid foundation, but you're needing to, again, follow what it is that you want to do, what do you desire to do. That's how you're fulfilling your own wishes. But it's like somebody feels stuck in even making that decision. And this could be based off of past circumstances and situations that didn't work out and fear of them repeating themselves again. And then we have the Nine of Spades. Well, what's the Nine of Spades? And it's in the upside down position. The Nine of Spades is indicating that you're needing to break down an established mind thought pattern. Again, stuck in that negative thought, keeps you stuck in that negative thought, keeps you thinking about the things you don't want to think about, which brings up fears of things repeating themselves that happened in the past, which rather than accepting what happened in the past, regardless of, and not playing the blame game, but it's like, accept what happened, understand what happened, understand that you're always in control of how you feel about yourself. But the only thing that's holding you apart from actually truly believing it is the way that you actually think about yourself. Okay? So that was the random circumstance and situation reading here. And I am going to actually do a few of the romance angel cards here. I can't even deal with this. Okay, I love it. I do. It's just funny to me because there's no freaking coincidences here. What was I just saying? Love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive, but not even just romantically attractive. It just makes you feel good. Loving yourself first. And here's where I need to clarify something. There's a big difference between loving yourself first and being, vain. Okay? There's a healthy love for yourself, which is what everybody needs to have. Okay? So this is how you avoid, allowing people to walk all over you, treat you like shit, or just feel as if they can control you by your lack of care of self, which causes you to be vulnerable, where then they feel as if they can take advantage of you, okay? Regardless of what that advantage is. It could be in work, it could be in a relationship, it could be in family, it doesn't matter. But a healthy love for yourself is you not putting conditions on yourself in order to feel good. That's it. Unconditional love of self is what's most important because you're not putting conditions on yourself in order to feel good, meaning other people, their judgments, their opinions, what they think you should be doing. If you're loving yourself first, then you are actually projecting out an energy of love unconditionally to others. But if we put conditions on ourselves in order to feel good, then other people put conditions on us and judgment. Break that mind thought pattern. Change your mind, change your life. Love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. It's self-respect. It's not about vanity. It's not about entitlement. It's not about being better than others. It's literally about a healthy respect for yourself. Putting up that boundary of not allowing others to take advantage of you based off the fact that you care more about what they think than you care about yourself. So let's see if we get anything else here. Trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. Again, trust. Trusting who? Oh, I don't know, yourself. Because I feel like still, again, past circumstances, situations that were unscrupulous, that were not desired, that you experienced and you didn't want to, and it didn't turn out in the way you felt it should, or those who have been betrayed, who are holding on to that betrayal. It's like you're losing trust within yourself in the truth of what you know. And that's what's causing you some sort of fog of illusion. I just don't feel that people are trusting themselves enough in knowing what it is that they need to be true versus what is being projected by others in order to hide the truth. It's like there's a shadow casted over the truth, but the truth is always able to shine through once you can accept the fact that other people don't control you and how you feel about yourself. Playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of love to shine. Again, that thick ass energy, that fear wall, the unscrupulous energies, okay? You gotta allow your inner youthful spirit of love to shine. How do you do that? By loving yourself first, trusting yourself, break free from the negative chains because it can be affecting you physically, mentally, health wise. It could be causing, sickness, causing people to feel lethargic, um, you know, raising your own vibration is what's necessary at this time so that you can achieve what it is that you want for yourself. But I feel like there's just a lot of focus on past negative circumstances, situations that are causing you to feel stuck. Okay. I am being guided to get you a angel message card here. So let's see. Ready? I'm going to read this to you. Yoga and exercise are essential to your well-being, peace of mind, and spiritual growth right now. I'm done. Okay. What was I just talking about? Causing you to feel lethargic, the physical, aspect of what your energy could be focused on could be causing you to feel physically drained. Okay. This is yoga and exercise are essential to your well-being, peace of mind, and spiritual growth right now. Okay. So, if you don't like to do yoga, you don't have to do yoga. You don't like intense exercises. That's okay. Just go for a walk outside. It change your whole mood just taking a walk, honestly. Okay. So let's see. Oh, you received Maya. Schooling, study, and education help your life's purpose and personal growth at this time. The angel will guide you and help you with this process. Okay. So for those of you out there who, are looking to, you know, grow yourself so that you can go into business for yourself or change career paths or, just wanting to learn something new. This is indicating that, these studies or whatever it is that you're interested in doing, this will help you in your personal growth right now. Okay. So, if you have the internal desire to do it, that is your direct indicator right there in the feeling itself that it's right for you. What causes the doubt, what causes the fear, what causes the inconsistencies of acting upon that desire is the mental thought and the negative thoughts that you put into the process of it, thinking about the process of it, thinking about, oh, it could take this long, or, I can't do it, or just anything negative. All of that has to be removed and just focus on the desire itself. That is what's leading you towards what it is that you want most in your life. So in order to meet your own desires, you have to stop talking yourself out of them. You received Sonia. I bring you a message from your deceased loved one. I am happy, at peace, and I love you very much. Please don't worry about me. Anybody out there who has a deceased loved one, this message is for you, and they want you to know that they're happy and at peace. They love you much, and you don't need to worry on their physical existence no longer being here, but spiritually they're around. Okay? And then you receive Desiree. No conditions aren't favorable right now. Wait or look into other options and ask the angels to help guide and comfort you. Okay, so no, the condition right now, the condition right now, the condition right now might not be favorable, but look into other options. Ask your angels, guides, higher self, go within, and ask what is the best option for me right now rather than focusing on the condition that appears to be negative, because then just the focus on that condition itself being negative leads into more thought of the condition being negative, experiencing more negative conditions, experiencing the negative condition. Right now doesn't have to be later. Right now can change. just by you starting to focus in a positive direction on what it is that you can do for yourself at this present moment in order to feel better. And it could literally just be by going for a walk, okay? Just so that you can clear your mind, okay? And then patience is here, and patience was flipped in the upside down, so I'm going to read it. Now is the time to learn, study, and gather information. Enjoy being a student because in the future you will synthesize your knowledge into action. Again, for those of you out there who are in school or desiring to go back to school, who are looking into any sort of courses, study, certifications, now it's showing here to stop questioning yourself because you are going to synthesize this knowledge into action. And what would that action be? Going towards what it is that you truly desire with your life. But I feel like there's a lot of people out there who are not trusting themselves enough, who are focused more on what other people think or acceptance by society in regards to what it is that you desire to do with your life. And that is a negative mindset. That's a negative mind thought pattern. That's a false belief within yourself. And that's what's holding you back from getting to what it is that you truly desire to do, whether it be with your life, you know, an experience, anything of that nature. It's stating for you to take that leap of faith, trust yourself, and go for it. The only person that can live your truth is you. But if you're living everybody else's lies, you internally will never be happy. So it's like, start living the true life that you want to live and stop living lies that other people are creating around you. Like, you can't do that, or that will take too long, or that's not the right decision. Well, how would they know that's not the right decision? Maybe that's not the right decision to them because they wouldn't make that decision for themselves. But if you're making it for you and it feels good to you, then I don't really understand what the problem is. Okay? So, I'm done now. Yeah, that would be it. That would be it. That's what came through. Okay, so I'm just blabbing along. So I hope that it connected with somebody. I hope that, you know, the messages came through here. Right. For a real rabbit hole. And once you get to the bottom of it, it's easier to get to the bottom of it than it is to get to the top, put it that way, to get out of it. Steve, you're a mess as usual. I feel like the Capricorn right now has a lot of stress surrounding something within his work, his career. Um, he he doesn't exactly know. He's behaving the way that he's behaving right now because he is not balanced within his life. So the easiest thing for him to do is just to kind of push you away rather than admit what's going on, because it's almost in a sense like his ego and vulnerability there. Hi, Sherry. Thank you. Nick Johnson. Can you please tell me when JS will contact? I'm getting within a 6. So I can't tell you exactly because time's fluid and things happen. As of right now, it's within a 6. What does that mean? It could be anywhere between, 6 days. It could be up to 6 weeks. Okay, so I can't give you an exact, but I can tell you that it's within a 6. It could even literally be the 6th of, October, the date. Okay. Mabry, thank you for that. I will answer your question. Communication with him right now is something that he can't verbally communicate what's going on with him into words, put it that way. So silence is almost in a sense like a protection from vulnerability, from almost in a sense like admitting to himself what's going on. So it's like his feeling towards you are solid. There isn't any question about his feeling towards you, and it's like, this, but there is some things going on with him internally where he is almost in a sense questioning his own worthiness. So his almost in a sense defense mechanism is to just not communicate because he can't. He doesn't. Now, anybody can communicate. He is choosing not to communicate. The reason he's choosing not to communicate is because he would have to tell you what is going on with him. And this is something that he isn't ready to even face within himself at this time. But how he feels towards you is the exact opposite of what you're thinking right now due to the no communication, because he does care about you. But the reason why there's no communication is because whatever's going on with him, it's like he can't communicate with you without seeming edgy, seeming imbalanced. And this is because of his own issues that he's dealing with internally. Communication will happen. Again, you will communicate with him. I'm seeing within the next couple of weeks, but there's a high probability that he will go silent again. So I have to let you know that. But you have to know that it doesn't have anything to do with you or his interest in you. Okay? Yes, it has. So I hope that helped you there, May. Thank you for the donation. Yeah, like, or don't like. It doesn't matter to me. Is my connection screwy? I'm good on this end. Okay, I don't know what it's doing for you guys. Yeah, May, just if you do, when you do communicate, okay, don't push the envelope, so to speak, with him, because it's like he's not going to tell you what's going on with him, because it's almost like he's embarrassed to tell you, you know, the way that he's feeling right now. Yeah, he's not going to tell you what's going on. It's just not. Nope. He's going to reach out and you're going to communicate, but he will go silent again. And that needs to be known, just so that you know not to push the envelope with him, because he needs to face it. Whatever that may be, like, he needs to face it himself and just deal with it. And he doesn't want to. And it's all out of fear and his ego. So, Jasmine, there will be talks about it. There'll be talks about it. It isn't affirmed. I can't affirm it right now. There's still some things that would need to be worked out in order to even make that happen. May, you don't make him feel inferior. He feels inferior because he can't face what it is that he needs to face in his life right now. So he feels in a way, projection wise, he could grasp onto the concept that's not true, that you make him feel inferior, but the reality of it is that he is not making his own decisions within himself. Okay, so he doesn't want to appear to be vulnerable. So do you make him feel inferior? He could be projecting that, but it's not because of you, it's because of him and his own self. Misguided knowledge. I see 2 job offers, and one will be at the previous place you worked, but you will not decide to go there. I'm sorry, Tina. I did not see any question from you. I didn't scroll up through my chats. May, no. Sandra, possibly, but it will be a process to get to where it is that you want to be with this person. AK, can I tell you if the Aries stabbed you in the back? Can you tell me if that Aries is somebody who is younger than you? Okay, thank you guys here for the super chat. Let me get to your questions. Leslie. What is your question, Leslie? Stacy, sweetest 12. Is your Sag ever going to commit? Well, fire just came out. I feel like there's a lot of communication. There's a lot of issues that needs to be communicated. I feel like they also it's like they don't feel like they're a good partner. They don't feel like they're good. They are, do I want to say good enough for you? Yes, along those lines. If you're understanding what I'm saying, that like wanting to be in that relationship, but like not feeling financially stable enough to do it. It's like it's not just about committing to you, it's about like this whole list of things, and it's like they just don't feel like they're on a level where you would it's almost a sense like they're fearful of that commitment, and then you judging any sort of things about themselves that they are not comfortable with, that you would then know about that you don't know about now, because there's some sort of communication that needs to happen. But it's almost in a sense like this person can't reveal to you what it is that is causing them to not want to commit. And it has to do with not you as a person, but it has to do with them feeling like financially stable, like they can do it. Will they ever commit? They have a lot of internal work that they need to do, but there's definitely communication that needs to happen between the two of you in order to resolve problems. But it's like the problems aren't so much between the two of you, but coming from, the thought of what I need to be as a person in order to be in this relationship. And that is where the non-commitment at this lies. So it's like there is definitely communication that has to happen. It's like I can't do this until I do this, 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 and this. And it's like, but I want that. Oh, there goes my chat. Hold on one second. My chat went out. All right, it's back. All right, let me see here. What did my past Aries see in his ex-girlfriend that he didn't see in me? One water. You need to change your perception about this, okay? Your past Aries didn't see anything in them that they didn't see in you. Your perception of it is flipped. It's the Aries feels with the ex feels more in control, feels, put it this way, his ex, um, he can take her or leave her at any time. And that was an easier route than with you. And I feel like with this Aries, you more or less don't even want to deal with how he is at this time. Like you don't want to deal with how they are at this time. You really don't. Um, there's a lot of insecurities there. Um, there's a lot of emotional manipulation also I see. And I feel like you're being hard on yourself thinking that someone got chosen over you, or that he saw something better in them that wasn't seen in you, but it's actually just a flipped perception on the situation. Um, I just keep getting taker or leaver, so it really has nothing to do. See, it's more or less like he didn't want to get so far into the connection that it could lead down a path where you could make the decision to leave, where that would leave him completely lost, understood, like at a loss, depressed, all of that. So it was easier to just go back to what is known, because it doesn't matter either way. I know that's probably not something that you wanted to maybe like hear, but it's the truth, and it's something that you need to understand so that you can stop being so hard on yourself, because you're not an option or a choice. And he actually did you more of a favor than anything at this time, because you just don't want to deal with that. Yeah, no, thank you. All right, what do we have going on here? Okay, Bethany. Bethany, let me look into this a little bit more here. All right, so with your ex-boyfriend here and leaving you hanging, was there some sort of past circumstances and situations between the two of you that he held on to negatively, like would bring up, like anything in an argument or a fight that he would kind of use constantly to hold against you? Okay, I need to start there. Has he been, is he like a vindictive type of person? Thank you, Carol. I will be getting to your question. Right. Okay. He thinks that you don't trust him. Okay. And what did he do? He did not follow through on what you needed him to do. Okay. Stating that he would have your back. And he lived up to what it is that your expectation of him actually truly is, because it's the truth. Okay. Um, he just, that was, and it's so screwed up because it's like, you know, he said he would have your back in a matter, which is like, you know, this person slandering you. Um, he just was like, not going to go. And when I just like see him bringing up, you know, I just see past things like it's, but it's not, it wouldn't, like when you say he says you don't trust him, that hasn't been said once, twice. It's been said a lot. Okay. And that's, he just didn't want to. I don't know what else to say. It's just like he lived up to the expectation of what you already know about him. No, you can't trust him. Okay. Bethany, I feel like there's two, not just an earth sign. I think there's a fire sign too. Okay, so let me see here. Carol, do you have a question? If you asked it, it didn't show up on your thing here. And I would like to answer the question for you. Misguided knowledge. Could you provide insight on the experience I had with that person on 4/17/2015? Misguided knowledge. I feel like the experience that you had led to a lot of confusion, um, AK then, yes, they stabbed you in the back. I feel like there's a lot of confusion in regards to things that were said. And I want you to know that all of the positive things that was experienced and exchanged is true, okay? It's something in regards to, it's like you think about it all the time. They think about it just as much. It's definitely something that has never been, you know, dare I use the word closure, but it's like something that hasn't been experienced that way again. And it's almost in a sense like the feeling itself, it can't be removed. So the experience itself is something that is causing the confusion. Right. That's how I feel. Like it's something that, like I just said, you know, it's like I feel like it never happened again. So um, the feeling that you have is the same feeling I get from the opposite side. So they felt in the same way. But the confusion lies in there not being any sort of closure or any sort of communication on that experience. He could have been a trigger to waking up, but at the same time, because it's not something that remained stagnant over and over and over again, it could actually be the one. And when you experience that one, you don't go through a karmic relationship with that person, but you'll need to wake each other up and then disconnect in order to heal, and go through the processes and things individually first before reconnection. Sometimes reconnection happens and sometimes it doesn't. It's all based off of each individual's choices. I just feel like there was that connection, there was that experience. It hasn't been felt with anybody else again. And it's something that you both have not forgotten and or will. Um, you know, there would need to be some deeper insight into all of it. But I just feel the way that I feel based off of like who I'm connecting with. And it's like you haven't experienced that ever again in the same way, and neither have they. Okay, so, okay, does someone else ask me a question here? Yeah, misguided knowledge, that's like the best thing that you could do right now is to like just do you, okay? I know that it's hard based off of that connection, but you really have to work on your own self. You gotta push through that energy when it creeps up on you and wants to pull you back down, okay? All right, let me see here. Did someone else ask me a question? I did not answer. Thank you, Summer. Okay, I'm so sorry. Okay, your question, Carol. Carol, yeah, he's spying on you. Yeah. Because the false perception is that he didn't want you. The thing is that he does. And that's the reason why he's spying on you. But he just didn't have enough courage and just really put up a wall of fear, um, you know, that projected out as, I don't want you, which was the complete opposite. But it's easier to push somebody away than it is to become vulnerable within your own self and admit your feelings. So you thought he didn't want you, but it's the exact opposite. Yes, he's spying on you. Hard, actually, hardcore. Summer air right now, he is on some BS for sure. Eventually he will tell his feelings, but there will be a breaking point first before that happens. Who's not getting along? Are there people arguing on here? That's a no. Sandra, that's something I would have to look into a lot deeper. I can't just make that like assumption of a twin or a soulmate based off of just a question. It's like a lot of like chart comparisons and things of that nature. People in general, yeah, that will be forever. Okay, that will probably be because there's just some people that just would rather live in the conflict than live in the peace, and that's, I don't get it, but you know. Yeah, I think I've gotten, I know there's so many brokenhearted people, but they don't, you know, here to, got to flip that perception a bit, you know. Can you tell me now that I'm here? Summer Air, I do see a hookup there. Carol, you're welcome. Sandra, will you move closer to your Pisces? I can see that being a possibility, but I feel like the Pisces has a lot of, it's almost in a sense like they come in hard and then they back off fast. Nikki, yes and yes, but they are very fickle with their own feelings and how they express them. I feel like it's been a battle. I feel like it's going to continue to be a bit of a battle until this person can actually admit how they truly feel. But I feel like they're not even comfortable admitting that to themselves. Misguided knowledge. I don't feel that you will. I feel like you're really, really focused on the worry about this. If and when that, like as of now, no, but there's a possibility that it could happen later on in the future. If and when that does happen, it is meant for you to move away and out of that place. So you need to accept it as like, I don't want to lose this, but I'm losing it because I need to move on from here. Okay. I need you to understand that perception of it, because normally things that we get comfortable with that aren't supposed to be a part of our lives forever, you know, things will happen where, you know, the foundation itself starts to crumble, meaning, you know, our life. And it's not based off of the fact that anything bad is really happening to you, even though it may feel that way in that moment. It's actually leading you to a better place or to a way for you to build on a solid foundation. So I don't feel like you have anything to worry about that at this time, but that is something that could happen in the future. And when it does, I need you to grasp onto what I just said there and understand that it's all happening for a reason, for you to get to a better place, okay, in your life. All right, guys. Well, you know what? It is going on an hour and almost 20 minutes. So I'm going to be wrapping things up here. I have to get going. One water oak, how can you break a soul tie? By healing within yourself what it is that soulmate connection triggered within you that makes you feel bad. Whatever those emotions are that got triggered within you are what the belief inside is causing you two to be tied together. Although it's just the feeling itself that was triggered. Once that feeling inside of you can be healed through understanding that your feelings are your feelings and nobody else can control your feelings other than yourself. It's just your power that you give away to others and allow the vulnerability and your belief to believe that they can trigger those feelings within you. So whatever the belief is in that soul tie between the two of you is based off of the feelings that were triggered within you that you want to no longer have the soul tie with. So it's like, I don't want to be with that person anymore, or I don't want to have this connection with that person anymore because they made me feel like this, that, and the third. Okay, take those negative feelings and learn to heal them within you. And then that's how you can break that connection on a soul level with that person, because you will have healed that, what it is that they came in to trigger within you. Okay. Jimmy John's is good. Right, Steve. Don't let the fear consume ya. Summer, eventually, but I'll say mid-October, there's something that could take place around that time. But let's do the ex-Cancer. I feel like you want to reunite with the ex-Cancer because you're focused on the way that this person made you feel, years ago when you were together. But I feel like any sort of reconnection that could happen, it is not going to feel the same way. I actually feel like you won't even really be interested in connecting like that again. I feel like this person is not the one that is truly meant for you. Um, I feel like there could be a run-in with this person, not a I reach out to you, you reach out to me, but there could be some sort of connection there where you guys see each other. It's not going to be the same. Okay. All right, guys. Well, you know that I love you always. There is a daily for tomorrow that'll be coming up here shortly as soon as I get off here. And, thank you for all the super chats, the donations, and I will be working on some monthly readings here coming up tomorrow. Okay. So again, love you guys. Bye.